Welcome to What If. In this video, we ask, what would happen if World War III broke out? Have you ever wondered what would happen if tomorrow a third world war began? Would it look like the wars of the past, or something completely different? The first two world wars changed the course of history forever. World War I redrew borders across the globe. World War II left more than 70 million dead and ended with the use of nuclear weapons in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But today, the world is very different, so let's imagine realistically, what could happen if World War III started? How would it begin? In today's world, a global conflict probably wouldn't start with every major power attacking at once. More likely, it would begin with a regional invasion, a conflict involving powers like the United States, China, or Russia, or an escalation in sensitive regions like Taiwan or Ukraine. And it wouldn't just be a war of soldiers and tanks. It would be a hybrid war. Satellite attacks, economic blockades, information manipulation. The first impact would likely be felt on the internet, the power grid, and the banking system. Long before the battlefield. Technological warfare. If there's one thing that would set this war apart from the past, it's technology. Autonomous drones, artificial intelligence, massive hypersonic weapons. Imagine one country cutting off another's electricity for weeks, hospitals shut down, transportation frozen, markets collapsing, and not a single bullet fired. Satellites could be destroyed, disrupting GPS, communications, and military systems. It would be a silent war, but devastating. Would nuclear weapons be used? Here's the big question. Nuclear powers like the United States and Russia have enough weapons to destroy the planet multiple times over, but there's something called mutually assured destruction. Means that if one country launches nuclear weapons, the other would retaliate, and both would be devastated. In the worst-case scenario, entire cities would vanish. Millions would die instantly. A nuclear winter would lower global temperatures. Agriculture would collapse. However, because of this reality, many experts believe nuclear weapons act more as deterrence than as a first option. The impact on daily life. Even if the conflict never physically reached your city, you would feel it. Extreme price increases, fuel shortages, food supply disruptions, financial markets crashing. Stock markets could collapse within days. Global supply chains, which we depend on for almost everything, would break down. Tourism would disappear. International flights would be reduced. Governments could impose states of emergency. Your daily routine would change dramatically. How long would it last? Modern wars tend to be short and extremely intense, or long and indirect. It might not be a traditional 6-year war like World War I told. It could be a series of connected regional conflicts, a prolonged economic war, or a constant technological confrontation. More than a single event, it could become an entire historical era. Is it really likely? Despite current tensions, major powers understand that a total war would be catastrophic for everyone. Global economic interdependence means that destroying your enemy often means destroying yourself. That's why, even though the risk is never zero, diplomacy, international agreements, and nuclear deterrence continue to act as safeguards. If World War III were to happen, it wouldn't look like the wars of the past. It would be technological, economic, digital, and possibly more complex than any conflict before it. But we also live in the era with the most prevention mechanisms in history. Now I ask you, do you think the world is closer to or further from World War III? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As Albert Einstein once said, I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like for more videos like this.